Madame Arbour, thank you for sitting down with us.
It's a pleasure.
So you've dedicated most of your life to the public service. Can you walk us through getting that call to serve as the next Governor General? What was that decision like?
I don't think anybody contemplates that kind of call. Certainly I didn't. So my initial reaction, it went from surprise to, I can't possibly take on another big assignment, to, well, let me look at, and I think I had probably the same reaction that a lot of people have, which is, oh, there's so much protocol, is there anything behind it? But then I'm a lawyer, it didn't take long to figure out this is part of the entire governance structure of Canada. And then I had a conversation with the Prime Minister, who was very persuasive. And so I made the right decision. I'm really delighted to be here.
Bob Rae, former Canadian ambassador to the United Nations, said in June that he thinks you're going to be a very different kind of Governor General. Do you agree with that?
Maybe I should give him a call and say, Bob, what exactly do you have in mind? I will be who I am. You know, I've had a long career, and it often surprises me that people seem to have an impression of me as someone who's very bold and audacious, but at the same time, I've worked most of my professional career inside big establishment organizations in which there are lots of constraints. There's constraints as a judge, as an international civil servant. So I'm not too sure what these expectations are, but I will continue to be who I am. I think I'm a serious person, I'm very committed.
And you're taking on this position at a particularly interesting time, possibly some are calling it a fragile moment, considering the changing relationship with the U.S. Albertans will also head to the polls very shortly to vote on whether or not there should be a referendum on separation. And here in Quebec, there is renewed push from some in terms of independence. I'm curious how you think Canada needs to navigate this time.
Well, I think at any period of our history, as a society, we have to face different aspirations from different segments of the population, whether it's young people, different demographic groups, and so on. And again, I think we need to have institutions that we could trust, the quality of our judiciary, the integrity of our electoral processes. We have a constitutional right to vote, and I certainly encourage people to exercise that right in a serious manner, getting as well informed as possible. We have a very vibrant democracy, and I think fortunately we have maintained a tradition of respectful disagreement. It's perfectly okay to disagree with each other. What becomes very problematic is if these positions become very adversarial, very polarized. So far, I think, even when we look at pretty existential questions about the future of the country, we're still doing that in an intelligent, respectful way.
I wanted to ask you about this visit that you're here for. You've met many people since you've been here. What conversations did you have, and what are you taking away from them?
This has been a wonderful visit. It ranged from, I've had tons of activities. Part of it is interacting with the military. So I went to Valcartier. I've met, of course, here at the Citadel, the Royal 22e. And, of course, a lot of community groups, La Tablée des Chefs, New Canadians, a lot of young people. It's really important, and that's what I intend to do throughout the country, is to not only interact with officials and people in positions of authority, but also Canadians in their daily lives.
Sounds like a very busy visit for you.
It is.
Thank you for taking the time to chat with me.
Absolutely. With pleasure.